Today we are going to look at how to catch Grootslang, the legendary eel in Africa. If you enjoy this video, if it helps you in any way, please remember to leave a like on YouTube. I very much appreciate it. As you can see, I'm in the handbook. Let's start by looking at Grootslang's traits. Grootslang is a bottom lurker. That's a good clue to use a feeder rod and catch it with a bottom rig. It is also a night owl. However, I believe this is a legacy eel trait since you can catch legends 24 hours. I actually prefer to use a day server to hopefully reduce the risk of catching catfish instead. And lastly is Evil Eye, a trait unique to Grootslang that will spook other fish. So if you see fish swimming right by your boat, it may be an indication that Grootslang is not near you. Now let's take a look at the bait and lure preference. I prefer Wafter's White and have very good success. I've seen others indicate minnow and redworm work fine. I've also used the shad and jigged at the bottom and caught it with no problem at all. Take your pick, but that's what works for me. So let's look at the gear that we're going to use. As I mentioned, use a bottom fishing rig, and I recommend that you use the best that you have if you're new to Legends. Otherwise, you may try catching them on lighter gear. And I have caught Grootslang on 19-pound line with no problem. It was under a 3-minute fight. I suspect 17 will probably work, maybe even 15, but I haven't had a chance to test those yet. And then Pure Champion's the best spinning reel I have on this character. 44-pound braided. Again, 19 I can confirm is no problem at all. And then you want to use a hook in the 2 to 3/0 range that's been confirmed and is in the official hook chart on the Angler Discord. Talk about that in just a minute. So, what's the first thing I need to know after all that to find a legend? That's location. And you can see I've put a marker here for Grootslang so that I remember the next time I'm looking for it. And what happens with legends is every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the legendary fish reset, and then a group of folks, including myself, will go out and look for them, and then we typically post them first in the official Angler Discord. If you're not in there, I highly suggest that you join. You can find a slew of fantastic resources as well as a great community that will help you. And every week for a while, I've been posting my finds for the legendaries in a Legends Plus Tips post in the trophy gallery, where I show pictures of the locations as well as tips on how I caught them that week. And in the bottom, I answer questions for folks as they have issues catching them. So I strongly suggest you log in there. That is the fastest way to find the appropriate location. You can also look on my YouTube channel, and I have been posting them on Reddit lately in the Angler Reddit forum. So, since Grootslang is a bottom fish, it's pointless to look around as far as I know at this point. What you want to do is just quick cast is what I like to do. Off the side of the boat, wait 30 to 60 seconds. It will nibble. If you don't get a nibble, then I recommend moving it to a different location. I have dropped it on this one side of the boat, then turned around and dropped it onto the other side of the boat, and it hit the second one. Those are about 80 feet apart, so I suspect that it cannot sense it at that range at that point. So inside of 80 feet, I suspect with Grootslang is how close you're going to need to be. So go all the way around the boat. I'd say northeast, southwest. If that doesn't work, the next thing you want to do is move your boat. So I'm going to move a little forward. I think it can be anywhere in this range here in this deeper zone. And about 100 feet or so, I'm going to move my boat. And I'm going to repeat and do the exact same thing. Going to drop a quick cast northeast, south, and west and check to see if it's there. So something else to talk about is I'm doing this in single player. You may be doing it in multiplayer, so there may be people all around you. And if someone else catches you, don't just run your boat right over to them. Everyone has their own unique Grootslang or fish, all fish. And so just because someone else caught it at a certain spot, it doesn't mean that's exactly where yours is. It's important to search the whole area to find it. So if I've moved around this area again and I haven't had any luck quick casting, and I'll add Grootslang really is by far the easiest one in Africa. So I'll be surprised if you get to this point, but it can happen. The next thing I'll do is exit out and go to a new server. So you can use any time, but again, I prefer daytime to avoid the catfish. Hopefully they will still bite, but should be at a lesser rate. And then you're going to repeat the whole process, just kind of reverse. I'd work back up that way. That's really all there is to it. I've already caught Grootslang on this character this week, so I wanted to keep this video short and just show you the technique, but you can look above on my channel and you will see the video capture of catching Grootslang. Again, if you enjoyed this video and it helps you in any way, please leave a like on my YouTube. Happy fishing. Have a great day.